First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So friends, before watching the seating arrangement for the mains level exams, so you have to know one important thing. So before watching this video, the same question what I am going to teach here is available as the test series, right? So visit my website or my mobile application, Feel Free to Learn. So there in the reasoning ability, when you scroll down, at the last you can able to see a test called seating arrangement mains level. So there you can able to see the same question as a test for 15 minutes what I am going to teach now. So first what you need to do here is, so friends, first write the test. And if you can able to get 5 out of 5, extremely good. And if you can't able to score that mark and you are struggling to solve the arrangement, and then come and watch this video, right? Why? Because without writing the test just like that, if you watch this video, then 100% the video will be no use. So first you have to write the test, analyze your score, and where you are making a mistake, completely look into all these stuff and then watch the video. Definitely this video will be helpful. So now let me move on to all the seating arrangement for mains level exams. So friends, now in this video number 10 on a reasoning mains level video, so now we will be solving a question that is on the topic direction. So very easy question, not that much easy, but if you know the concept, solving a question is easy, but there are many chance of making a mistake on these type of question. And this is the memory based question of 2019 IBBS PO exam, and a same related question was asked in SBI PO on 2021, and older 2000, I think it was 2016, I think so, 16 or 17, on Bank of Baroda exam, a similar related question which was asked in the mains exam, right? So you can able to see this concept is also asked in an arrangement area. So in SBI PO mains exam at 1 year, you can able to see a question. There are 8 buildings and each building are located at a different point. So one building which is to the northeast of another building, and the distance between two buildings is 8 meters. So the question which is related to direction as well as arrangement. So these kind of questions from the recent years, you can able to see they are asking more number of questions. So I hope you have taken the test. If you got 5 out of 5, extremely good. But if you can't able to understand the question itself, then you have to practice more, right? So just look at the question. It was a direction question. They have given the points, study the information carefully and solve the question. So what they have given is P percentage Q. At a bracket they have given 32. So P is 8 meters in the north of Q. So the meaning here is, in the bracket they have given 32, but inside they are saying P is 8 meters. So how 32 becomes 8? So divided by 4. When you divide 32 by 4, which becomes 8. Look at the second number, 24. Divide by 4, 6. Every time it won't be 4. They can give you an any format, but it's one type of method to solve a direction question, right? So look at the third point, 48 divided by 2, so 12. So divide by 4, 12. And the last is 16, divide by 4, 4. So whatever number which they have given inside a bracket, we have to divide by 4. And that number will be the direction, right? The distance between both the points. And another important thing, they have given 4 symbols. The first symbol, what they have given is percentage. So percentage means north. So while solving these kind of questions in our exams, write all the given clues, right? Only then it will be easy. Just like while solving each and every point, when you look at the question, then it will be difficult, right? All the proper clues here. So wherever you find the percentage, which is north, and wherever you find the dollar, which will be south, right? And then east, right? And the last will be and. So and means west. So that's it. So these are the 4 symbols they have given, as well as they have given the direction. So now below that 4 points, they have given some of the clues, right? Not a clue, we have to draw the diagram based upon the given values, and then we have to solve all the 5 questions based upon the diagram, right? So very interesting. What is the first point they have given us? So D as H, right? At the bracket, what they have given is 12. So if it is 12, what we need to do is we need to divide by 4. When you divide by 4, 12 by 4 will be 3. So now the meaning of the first point is H eastern side, H eastern side at 3 meters we have D. So friends, understood or not? H eastern side, so this denotes east, H eastern side 3 meter D. So similarly, we have to write all the points and then we have to draw the diagram. So first what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to draw the diagram. First I can convert the given question into a proper way. So second is what? L percentage O. So at the bracket they have given 28. So 28 divided by 4. 7 4s are 28. So this will be 7. And then P and T. So at the bracket they have given 44. So 44 divided by 4 will be 11. So fourth one, M percentage L. So M percentage L, at a bracket they have given 4, so which will be 1, right? So next point is D and I. So D and I, at a bracket they have given 36. So 36 divided by 4 will be 9. And then I dollar J. So I dollar J 64. So 64 divided by 4 will be 16. 16 4s are 64. And then W and O. So that will be 44, again 11. And the last point will be T percentage W and it's 40. So divide by 4, that will be 10. So finally, we have converted all the numbers according to the question format. So now we know, right, if it is W and 0, so and denotes west. So 0, that is O, western side, at 11 meter, we have W. So now, how to start this diagram, right? How to start drawing the diagram for these kind of question. So always pick the first one, right? Always pick the first one. So now, according to the first one, H eastern side, H eastern side. So let me point somewhere else H. I can point here, H, right? So H eastern side. So north, south, west and east. So H eastern side. So this side, we have D, that is in how much meter? 3 meter. So 3 meter. What I can do is, I can draw the center here, so it won't make any mistake. So H eastern side, and this will be 3 meter. So we have D. So all these meters are very important, because at some point if it is 7 meter and some point if it is 12 meter, you have to understand the difference, right? So next point is, so we have finished this. So what about the next thing? L percentage O. But here we don't have L and O, right? We have only 2 points, that is H and D. So now, according to the given data, just look at where H and D is, right? So here, yes, here we have D and I, right? So from this point, we can draw from D to I. That will be the easy way to solve a question, right? Because H and D, we don't have H and D here, H and D here, but we have one important point here, that is D and I. So we already know we have placed a D here. So from this point, and means west, I western side at a 9 meter is D. So north, south, west. So we can fix I here. So I north, south, western side at a 9 meter, we have placed a point D. So I western side 9 meter is D, right? So finally we have fixed this also. So similarly solve the question. So now we know DIH. So DIH we have, look at this point, we have I. So now consider this, right? So consider this and then solve a question. So J dollar. So dollar means south. So J southern side, I, which is 16 meter. So we already fixed I here. So now according to the question, J southern side. So we can fix J here, right? So J southern side, 16 meter, we have I. So this is also fixed. I can rub and, sorry, right? I can write here. What is the still? T percentage W, right? If it is speed percentage W, so which will be 10. I can write here. And still one more point, J and P. So J and P, so which will be 1, right? Okay. So now, so we fixed J and I. So J, I, yes, just look at this point. We have J and P, right? So J and P, we have already fixed J here. So and means west. So P western side, 1 meter is J. So I can fix P here. So P western side, 1 meter will be J. So now we fixed it. And then we got a point P, right? So point P, here we have point P. So and will be west. So T western side, 11 meter is P. So T western side, at 11 meter. So 11 meter will be P. Okay. So this is also fixed. And then T, right? So T and W. So if it is a percentage north. So W north at a 10 meter, we have T. So this is 16 meter, just listen carefully, this is 16 meter. So now according to the question, what they are saying is, so here 10 meter, you should not point here. Why? Because this is 16 and this is only 10. right? So you have to show the difference. So W, so this will be W. Because direction, always the length and the most important, the distance is most important. If you draw 16 same line, 10 same line, then you will make a mistake. Just understand the difference between those two things, right? So this is also fixed. So now we have T and W, right? So TS, TW, O and W, that is west. So O western side. Okay, so still this side we have. So O western side, O western side at 11 meter we have W. So this is also fixed. So still how many points that we have is L and O. So percentage which will be north. So O north at 7. This is 10, right? So this is 10. We can draw 7 here. So 7 meter. So which will be L. So we can fix L here. So last point M percentage L. So percentage which will be north. So L north 1 meter which will be M. So L north 1 meter which will be M. That's it. So finally we have fixed everything, right? And we have ML. Okay, this is also fixed. So all the data has been fixed and we have drawn the diagram. So be very careful on drawing a diagram, right? A similar concept question, it was asked in SBI PO also, which is based on an arrangement, seating arrangement, right? So similar diagram, what they have told is there are totally 8 buildings and building number 1 H is in the southeast, these kind of questions, southeast of building number J, and building number J is west of 11 meter to the building of T. So we have to draw the similar kind of diagram as well as we have to fix the arrangement. That is the difference. So that's the reason I have taken this question. So I hope you have solved in the test series, I think so. But if you can't able to solve it, then I hope you have made mistake on this area, 16 meter, 10 meter. I hope you have made a mistakes here. So finally, we have drawn the diagram for the given data and the question. So now let me move on to all the 5 questions what they have asked based upon this direction. Question number 1. So what is the direction and the shortest distance of point L with respect to point I? So our target is to find the distance as well as the direction from I to L. So from I is here and the point L is here. So from I, the direction of L is in the north, south, west and east. So northeast is the direction, right? So finally we found the direction from point I to point L, which is in the direction of northeast. So now according to the question, our target is to find the shortest distance. So shortest distance is nothing but we have to find the slope value. This will be the shortest distance. So apply Pythagoras theorem here. So draw a right angle triangle. Got it. So now we have drawn a right angle triangle for point I to point L. So now this distance is what? 1 meter, 11 meter and this 11 meter. So the total distance between these 2 points will be 11 and 11, 22 and 1, 23. So this value will be 23. And what about this value? Just see here. So this total distance is 16. So this, just look at the thing carefully. So we know that this is 10. So this is 16. So this will be how much? 6. Right? This small distance will be 6. So this distance will be 6 and this distance will be 7. So we can say that 6 plus 7 will be 13. So this total distance will be 13. So now we found both the value opposite as well as adjacent. So now our target is to find the slope. So which means slope is equal to 23 square plus 13 square. So 13 square 169, 23 square 529. So when you add both the things 698. So square root of 698. So answer for this question will be square root of 698 northeast. So which will be the answer for the first question. So friends, understood or not? So from point I, our target is to find the shortest distance. So this point alone is important. How we found the 13? Because our target is to find this distance. In order to find the distance, we know the total distance is 16 and this length will be 10. So 16 minus 10 will be 6. So finally we found this small distance will be 6 meter. So this will be 6 meter and this will be either way you can directly say it is 13 if you solved, and if you can able to find 13 directly, yes you can, but if you can't, then do like this. Total 16 minus 10 will be 6 and this will be 6 and the remaining from O to L will be 7. So total from this point to this point will be 13. So finally we got an opposite value 13, adjacent value 23, and our target to find the shortest distance. So shortest distance will be 23 square plus 13 square. So answer for this question is square root of 698 northeast. Question number 2. So what is the direction of point J with respect to point M? Where is point M here? So our target is to find from point M what is the direction of point J. And point M and point J, it's not lie exactly on the same line. Why? Because you can able to see this distance is 10 meter, but this distance is not 10 meter. If it is also 10 meter, then we can say that M and J exactly lie on the same line. But here you can able to see the distance between O and M is only 8 meter. This is 10 meter. So we can say that these 2 points J and M does not lie on a same line. So from M our target is to find the direction of J. So north, south, west and east. So northwest. So northwest from M, the direction of J will be northwest. Okay, so third question. If point S is 7 meter to the south of point J. Okay, so point J, point is 7 meter to the south. Okay. Okay, what we can do is we can point somewhere else because they are giving some new data here. What they are saying is if point S is 7 meter to the south of point J. So point J southern side will be this side, and they are pointing at some point which is S, and they are saying that it's 7 meter. So now what is the shortest distance between S and H? So our target is to find S here. What about H? Where is H here? H is here. So our target is to find the shortest distance. So for these 2 points, we need to find the shortest distance. So this total distance is 16. So if you subtract 9, so the resultant value will, if you subtract 7, the resultant value will be 9. So this opposite value will be 9 here, and the 9 plus 3, this will be 12, right? So now we got adjacent as well as opposite. So our target is to find the slope. So 12 square 144, 9 square 81. So 144, 81, 225. So square root of 225 will be 15. So we can say that answer for the question will be 15 meter. Okay. So next question, if X is the midpoint of J and T. Okay. So what they are saying is X is the midpoint of between J and T. So J and T, what is the total distance that we have? Is 12 meter, right? 11 meter and 1 meter, 12 meter. So 12 meter will be the total distance between J and T. So now according to the question, where the point X is exactly the midpoint. Midpoint means this will be 6 meter and this will be 6 meter, right? Only then we can say the point X is fixed between the midpoint between J and T. So then what is the distance between X and P? Okay, we need to find the distance between X and P. So we already know that the point X is fixed between 6 meter at the midpoint. So left hand side 6 meter, right hand side 6 meter. Now our target is to find the distance between X and P. So we already know that P to T is 11 meter and it's 6 meter. So 11 minus 6 will be 5 meter. So we can say that the distance between X and P will be 5 meter. That will be the answer for question number 4. Right? So yes, question number 4, it's 5 meter. So last question, still one more question. So if point Y is 3 meter west of point I. So point I, western side, 3 meter we have point Y. So this is 9 meter. So we can say that it's 3 meter here. These two are 3 meter. Okay. So point Y, south of point Z. 7 meter to the south of point Z. Okay. So Z, southern side, 7 meter is point Y. So Z, southern side. So Z we can fix here. Southern side will be this spot. Right? So this spot 7 meter, which is point X. Okay, so they have given 2 new data in the question. So then what is the direction of point O with respect to point Z? So from point Z to point O. Okay, where is the point O here? So point O is here. So this is 7 meter, right? And this is only 6 meter. So O and Z does not exactly lie on a same line. Why? Because this is 7, that is only 6. So we can say that the distance of the distance of X and Z is more when compared to these 2 points. So we can say that north, south, west and east. So southeast will be the direction. So from Z to O will be southeast respect to point Z. Okay, so point Z to O will be southeast. So finally friends, we have solved all the 5 questions based upon this direction module, right? So again, solve many questions based on directions. Why? Because every time when you are going for a mains exam, even it's an SBI PO mains or CAT level mains or IBBS PO mains, definitely in the reasoning section you might find one direction question. So direction concept is very easy, but you have to be very much careful while drawing a diagram. That is alone important, and understanding the question is also important. What they have given and what we need to find, how to convert the given question into a proper way, and then you have to draw the diagram. So those things comes only when you practice more number of questions. So I hope you have taken the test. So kindly take the test first and then watch the video. Only then this video will be helpful for you. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those who are preparing for the competitive exams. So thank you so much for watching it. Bye.